Hello, good evening to one and all. Today we have to discuss the energy scenario in Model 1 Energy Conservation and Auditing. So in Model 1 it mainly consists energy scenario. It is already viewed from previous class. In the world energy scenario, the need of energy goes on increasing and some primary energy sources are there. Their demand also goes on increasing. So in the same line, energy scenario of India, it also goes on increasing. Energy becomes a part in agriculture, in industry and in transportation. These are the main backbones of the development of any nation. Hence, energy need is very much required in all activities of the India and also world. You see there in previous class we have observed the bar chart of increasing energy consumption level in global context. In the same line, you can observe the bar chart starting from 2004 to 2016 around. Now we can see there is a marked increase in energy consumption from 497 to 884. So what it shows, it is almost all going to double. It is almost all goes on to double, and in expected 2020 or 25 the prediction was growing still more because due to increase of demand, it is due to the development of industries, it may be due to development of agriculture, and it is also due to the development of transportation sector. Hence, almost all income, profit of the nation, industries, all depends upon need of energy. If we are having good energy, that is uninterrupted power supply for whole nation, then it is very good position. That economic condition of that nation is very much good. It is expected in developed countries. Hence, due to increase in demand of energy in country, it increases the income levels and it increases the need of demand also, but it is always goes on increasing year to year due to increase of population. But total energy of nation, we are not having so much resources to meet our need of energy. Hence, we depends upon imports. Some energy depends upon importing. This also goes on increasing from 17% in 1991. It reaches to 30% in 2004 and 5, and it is also predicted in 2025 it may be still more. We can approximately say that 40%. This is a very critical analysis for any nation. That means out of this fact, oil only constitutes 72% of the 1991, and it also reaches to 90% in 2015, and it is expected 92 to 95% in 2020. What it shows, we depends minimum 30 to 40% on oil or import of energy. So this import of energy is always plays a critical factor because it all depends upon international markets, or even though unexpected situation may come, the supply may be cut off. Hence, energy security, it provides a security of energy for nation. Before going to this fact, we are making financial security for each family. because some uncertainties may come. It may be due to variation of due to health situations, or due to education systems, due to other construction of things. We may need energy security. Hence we are planning very early for next 10 years or next 15 years to keep the happiness of our family. In the same manner, already we are knowing what is the importance of energy in transportation, in industry, and in agriculture. All activities of human depends upon energy. Hence, the basic aim of energy security for a nation is to reduce its dependency on imported energy resources for its economical growth. As per the world analysis, it is also expected that there is a huge gap between supply and demand of electricity in developing countries. But in developed countries, already population is low. There is no question arises like this, because they are having uninterrupted power supply because low population. But in developing countries, year by year population goes on increasing. This makes a good challenge for every nation of to meet that or to fulfill the gap. Hence, it is a big challenge for developing countries. So, electrical power system or energy security, it mainly depends upon four sections: availability of resource, then utility of electricity, then stability of electricity, then excess of electricity. Hence, these four factors are directly depends upon energy security. Hence, we have to construct the grid structure, and we have to concentrate on existence of resources. On utility side, it may comes reliability of supply, that means quality of supply, and efficiency. Whatever development of electric supply, that should be social acceptability, public should accept. In stability side, we have to go for national policies and environmental effect. Then access, connection to grid. These are the very much depth. You remember 4 points. Energy security also depends on availability of resources, utility of resources, stability, and access. In previous slides, already knowing what we mean by energy security, now you come to the definition. As per IEA, the energy security is defined as uninterrupted availability of energy sources at an affordable price. That means we have to supply 24 hours electricity for all activities of industries, agriculture, as well as transportation. This is possible when resources are available. That may be coal, that may be hydro, that may be nuclear, either that may be renewable sources with available or lot of or with some controlled price. It is not so much variation. If coal is available, now you can see there coal is available in some price, it should not vary lot. It happens when the supplier stops supply to nation. For example, if we are purchasing oil or coal from other nations, suddenly due to war or some any other situation, supply is going to stop all nations of the world, then there is a problem. There is a problem of coal dependence industries, oil dependence activities. Hence, we have to keep some fund for security of energy. This is the main thing. Under this concept, we have to look after long-term energy security and short-term energy security. In long-term energy security, it mainly deals the time of investment to supply the energy in line with economic development and environmental reductions or environmental needs. In short-term analysis security, it mainly focuses on the ability of energy system to react prompt to sudden changes in supply-demand balance. For example, suddenly increase in oil barrel rate in international market. Hence, we have to purchase the oil. We have to supply the energy for nation. These are very short term. Variation of market rate or variation of interest rate. Getting the idea? Or some supply may be stopped to distribute. These are all sudden changes. It is already well known fact, the import of coal goes on increasing year by year. It is observed from, it may be 7% to 16% in the period of 1991 to 99. It may be increased up to now at present of 2020-21. So we depend on mainly coal as well as oil importing. So these two energy resources plays a very important role. The dependence of energy imports is projected to increase in the future. So it is already well known fact, 92% of oil is importing because we are having less results in India. Hence we have to reduce the imports of oil as well as coal. This is makes the energy security, and to make import of gas, LNG for some domestic applications also. So the energy dependence mainly depends on price shocks. That is, if international market suddenly increases the price per barrel, then we have to bear that. If suddenly they may supply the stock, then it is a question mark. It is a question mark. What type of energy security we have to provide? This increases so much burden because government already giving subsidy or purchasing, or they may kept a fund for the development of energy and subsidy amount. If Gulf nations are going to stop, or it is not available, hence it becomes a problem. Hence the government has to sustain these changes. Such a energy security should be required. Hence, what is the highlight? The final conclusion is that energy security depends upon energy importance. Hence, slowly we have to change our pattern, or we have to find another alternate to change the system. Hence, the total focus is to reduce dependency on oil and dependency on coal. Hence, we have to give all possibilities. The following strategies are used to meet the future challenge to their energy security. So, number one, we have to increase the building stockpiles. Second one, diversification of energy supply sources. So, we can encourage the renewable energy sources, or you can encourage some fuel mixing combustion systems in transportation sector. You can use hybrid vehicles. You can use partly by petroleum products, partly by electricity, or you may utilize by using solar in developments. Increased capacity of fuel switching. Then we can go for development of renewable energy sources. Whatever system we are using, we have to go for its maximum capacity or energy efficiency. These are the few things. If we are focusing on these strategies, then it will make in future also better energy security for our nation. Thank you to one and all.